Hi creative friends, this is Soraya and thank you so much for being here. So because I am cleaning up my studio, which is a raging mess, you guys. I mean, I did redo my desk, the green chalk paint, and I'm totally in love with it, but the rest of my studio is an absolute disaster. But that being said, I'm also doing Connie Solera's Painting the Feminine class, which I signed up for like 3 or 4 years ago, and I just recently discovered that I had left, I don't know, about 60% of those lessons. Like I didn't even do them. I didn't even watch the videos or anything. And I had just completely forgotten about it. So I am going back to the first lesson and I'm working through it. So I think those two things combined are, making, because these are old backgrounds that I pulled up, and because I'm working on her Painting the Feminine class, I think those two things combined are making me like really excited, and they're just giving me like so much inspiration and juice. So anyways, I'm just gonna explain to you, I'm gonna show you guys like some of these backgrounds, and I'm gonna kind of explain the way I used to work a lot. So basically, everybody's on their own art journey, and different times of your life require different ways of working. So this was when my daughter was very young, and I just really had to make the most use of my time. Every moment counted. And so what I started doing was making backgrounds, because, if you have 5 minutes, or if you have 15 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever, you can make good use of that time. So these are just Bristol paper, I do believe, and they're not very big. I think they're 9 by 12. And what I would do, and as you can see, it still has a serrated edge over here. What I would do is I would just lay them out on my art desk. And then if I had 5 minutes, I would go in and, spill some ink and maybe like, splash something down on there. If I had 15 minutes, maybe I could put some collage down, and then I would go away, do whatever I needed to do, and then come back and it's all dry. So I worked like this for like many years when my daughter was young and I was her primary caregiver. So what I want to show you is these that are in various stages of completion, and I'm probably going to go over top of them. And this is from a while ago, so some of the things have remained the same and some of them have not. So say for instance, this is a background and this is how it kind of started. So as you can see, a lot of the background here is white, and nothing particularly exciting is going on. Like when I look at this, I don't look at this and go, wow. I do not. I might look at it and say, wow, okay. I don't, nothing stands out, but I do like, certain things I'm kind of like keep on looking at. So the pattern over here, right? I do appreciate this pattern. I like patterns, and I do appreciate the orange over here, that like splosh that kind of gives you a little bit of a break from the pattern or interest or whatever. I like that gold, the gold dots. And then the rest of it is just like, okay, I do like that pattern, but then the rest of it is like, well, okay, whatever, like no big deal. But maybe I only had 5 minutes. Maybe I had some extra paint. I was working on something else, and maybe I had some stuff on my paintbrush that I just said, oh, let me just, use it up. Maybe I was doing a class, and maybe I was exploring pattern. Honestly, I don't think it was the latter two. I think it was more like, hey, I've got like 5 minutes. I probably have some extra paint on my brush. Let me just clean it up type of thing, right? So, nothing crazy is going on here, but it is still a background that, I put some stuff down, and yeah, it's not a white page anymore, right? So now this over here is probably maybe 2 layers in, and as you can see, well, I don't know if the camera can pick up on it, but there is still some white. Like that's the white of the page. There's a little sliver of white, a little sliver of white. But other than that, I mean, it's still, you know, yeah, sure. Do I like some of the things? Yeah, I could get out my viewfinder and I could say, I really do love that line over there, you know, the Stabilo line. Um, I like this kind of, I don't know, whatever color going on here. It's like a pinkish yellow. Maybe I like, you know, the circles over here with my Stabilo again, but other than that, it just is very unremarkable to me, and it just looks like, okay, whatever. I had some time, I threw down some paint, I put down some collage. Now this, I probably had like 15 minutes, okay? So, you know, same over here. Now this one here, I cannot see any of the white page, so you know, maybe I had a half an hour. The thing is, you know, you work on this for 15-20 minutes, you leave it, you come back, and now you've got another 15 minutes. Well, I can build on this. I can put some chalk paint down, I can put some Posca markers. So you don't have to do everything in one sitting, right? And that's the beauty of this. So this over here, I'm like, okay, I see, you know, some collage gift wrap over here. I see my Posca markers. I see my, you know, Pitt pen, blah, blah, blah. So still, again, if I had to get out my viewfinder, it's kind of, you know, unremarkable. I might say, oh, I like that, I enjoy that. I would keep this, but, you know, nothing to write home about kind of thing. I do enjoy this particular piece here with the pink and orange. Like, it's just like, look at that. I love that color. Like, it's just like that. It's just like really like, it's just getting my juices flowing, right? So I do love that. But again, you know, nothing major is going on. And now these are figures. Like, these are starting to become more figures. But remember now, it probably started off like this, maybe 5-10 minutes, you know, another, you know, 15 minutes, maybe another, I had another 15-20 minutes. So you're building up, not in one session, but you're making the most use of your time. And when you can spread everything out on your desk, you know, you can really come in, you can spill a whole bunch of ink. You can say, okay, I've got 15 minutes. I'm going to lay down all this collage. Okay, you go away. You know, I take my daughter to her swim class. I come back. Okay, it's all done. I've got like another 10 minutes. Okay, I can, you know, spill some ink and splosh some ink and leave it alone. The next morning I come, it's all dry. So you're working in these little increments that build up. And I worked like this for years, you guys. I really made the most use of my time, and it was a lot of trial and error, because I have mentioned before that, you know, in the beginning I thought, oh, me making backgrounds was a waste of time, but it's just trial and error. A lot of times seeing what works. Something might work now, and then, you know, when my daughter got a little bit older, it didn't work as well, or vice versa, you know, whatever. Now this over here again, you know, I would get out my viewfinder and I would not look at the image now, because like I said, this is from, I don't know how long it's from, you guys, honestly. It could be from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years ago. I don't remember, but you know, I would get out my viewfinder present day and I would look at what I like now that resonates with my visual language now. And a lot of it does, you know, because a lot of stuff has stayed stable, but some stuff has not. So I would go, oh, okay, I'm not looking at the image as much as I'm looking at what would I want to keep, what would I not want to keep, right? And same over here, you know, I would just kind of look at it sometimes, you know, I might want to, like, this is another maybe 2 or 3 layers in. Do I like anything here? I like a few things. I do like the greens here. They're really popping. And I do like these like hot kind of pinky purples. So, you know, I would like look at it and say, hey, now this is some scrapbooking paper I had. Like, I used to scrapbook a lot when I was pregnant, and then when my daughter was really young, to kind of scrapbook her memories. So I had a lot of scrapbook paper, excess. And then I just said, oh, you know, I'm just like, put it down. Sometimes I cover it up completely. Sometimes I let a little bit show through. But present day, I do like these shapes here that I made, these ovals. I do like that, but most everything else is not really appealing to me. Oh, I do like this green, and I do like this color over here. Other than that, maybe this over here, but nothing else is really appealing to me. And this is another, also a good way, you guys, to get out your studio log, right? And look at works from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whenever, and really start to examine things. And, you know, the things that you, like, just say this is from 10 years ago, hypothetically, because I don't know, and I should date my stuff, you guys, but I don't, unfortunately. But yeah, I probably should get into the habit of doing that. But just say this was from 10 years ago, right? And now I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, let me see what still appeals to me. Well, I really like this. I enjoy the shape. I like the marks over here. I like the dots, the patterns. So you would just go and look at everything and you would say, what do you still like? Well, that's a really good indication that that is part of your visual language. There are things that you're not going to like and you're like, oh my God, like what was I even thinking about? Like, why did I even do that? Like, oh my God. But it's okay because it is a stepping stone. It got you from A to B, right? And you may circle back to it, right? Now, over for this one, like this is a lot of scrapbooking paper, gift wrap, I don't know, just papers, I guess. Maybe handmade papers, some, I just mix them all up. You know, I do enjoy a little bit of what is going on here, but like I said, I'm looking at it more from an abstract point of view. I'm not looking at it as a figure or a painting or anything like that. I'm looking at it more in terms of, okay, I like that green, pink, and then boop, boop, boop. Like I'm looking at it like design, rhythm, composition, colors, color palettes, color relationships. And I feel like that helps me more. So these are all works that I am going to, you know, I'll go in now and I will work over top of it, right? But not everything is going to stay. And again, I would look at this and I would say, okay, yeah, I might want to turn it upside down and say, okay, what do I like about this? Is there anything I like about this at all? Because I do have pieces where I look at it and I'm like, oh my God, like what the heck? And then I just cover the whole entire thing up, which is also totally fine, right? You can do that too. And this over here, again, there are some things that I might like. I might want to turn it like this or like this, and then I might want to work over top of it. So I would really encourage you guys to, you know, look at some of your old work, first of all, and really parse it, really kind of get into the nuts and bolts of it, and really look at the things that have remained constant and the things that you have said, you know what, yeah, that's where I was 10 years ago, and now it's just not my thing anymore, you know. And become aware of it, write about it, see, like, you know, what appeals to you still, and why does it appeal to you? What is it about it? What is it about that particular you know, part of the painting? Is it the pattern? Is it the symbolism? Is it the color? Like, what is it? And why are you drawn to it? Etc. And then the second thing is, you know, find different ways of working for where you are in life right now, because not everybody has you know, unlimited time. And most people don't actually. A lot of people, I mean, yeah, you've got to fit in a whole bunch of other stuff with your art, right? So what I find is that, you know, when I have a dedicated space to work, now I am very fortunate enough right now to have an entire room that is my studio. But, you know, throughout my life, I've had various kind of studios. One of them was a closet. One of them was just, when I was a teenager, it was just basically my art journal, which now I can look back and say, oh, that was my portable studio. I didn't know it at the time, but I took it with me everywhere. And, you know, when you have a dedicated space, it could be a small fold-up, you know, like, I don't want to say a fold-up table, because the whole thing is you want to have a space that you can, even if you have 10 minutes, you can go and sit down on it. So let me retract that. Not a fold-up table, but you can use a fold-up table, but, you know, open it up and set it up. You know, maybe put a sketchbook on there, some markers, some, you know, whatever, maybe a watercolor set, maybe a small little sunflower on it, you know, to kind of make it inviting. It doesn't have to be elaborate, you guys. And then to work on, like, yeah, like, you know, if you work on multiple pieces at one time, it really does help you in so many ways. And it makes the best use of your time when, you know, when your time is limited. Anyways, you guys, I hope that this video has been informative. I hope it has been helpful. I hope it has been a little bit inspiring. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.